We shall be reunited soon. I cannot help but feel excitement.
We are standing in front of each other right now.
Not here, but in the physical realm. You don't need to be coy. I know you are coming.
To where exactly?
The Sanctum Sanctorum. The prophecy advances. As much as it will please me to see you, I beg you not to stand in my way. I cannot guarantee your safety this time.
You are right, Mother. The prophecy is advancing, and we shall halt it at all costs.
I admire your conviction, child. There may come a time when we will stand in defiance of destiny. But it is not now. I have said all I can. It is out of my hands now.
Actually, it seems to be all in your hands.
I wish that were so. But you know the truth. He is closer than ever before.
Who is?
I would not dare say his name in this place. Still, he will bring us together after so long. Is it selfish of me to say that it's our reunion that matters most?
We will see each other soon, Mother.
Something has changed with you, Hunter. I can sense it.
Agatha.
It's all right, child. You have been through so much. Your mother is calling you back to her. Trying to break anything that stands between you.
Consider this barrier to be as unbreakable as my resolve to not follow in her footsteps.
But there's a part of you that has not totally rejected her. You have been effective at tapping into your ancestral powers of light, just as artfully as you've been leaning on your mother's darker gifts. I'm impressed how you've been able to juggle both light and dark magic, but the real question is, are you content with how your powers are developing?
I do not know. There are times in which I believe that the only way to defeat darkness is with darkness.
Then perhaps it's time to get more acquainted with your shadow self. Just remember, whoever you choose to be, I accept you.
The tower bells are ringing. My favorite childhood prank. But I have not heard them in so long. The caretaker must be wincing right now. Or maybe this was her idea of a joke.
Hunter, what you've got there is the latest in custom alloy, handcrafted, magically protected personal protective gear.
Yes, thanks to the symbiote sample young Mr. Parker recovered, we were able to isolate the alien energy signature that appeared to be causing you so much trouble. With this armor, you should now be able to get close enough to Venom to take him down.
This time without, exploding.
It feels good. Now, just get me back to New York and I will handle the rest.
I just hope this is what you were expecting, Hunter.
So, how's the whole saving the world thing going? These should definitely give you an edge.
What have you brought me today? Thank you, Hunter. This will do. Always a pleasure.
The new outfit looks spectacular. Just really badass.
Oh, thank you.
It's amazing what a little teamwork can produce.
Teamwork? Oh, you mean Stark and Strange.
They finally got along enough to make this. I just hope it's enough to stop Venom.
I had the greatest minds in science and magic working together on this. If it does not keep me protected, then nothing will.
Good point. I guess I was getting worked up over nothing.
It is not nothing. The armor could still fail me, and Venom could still feast on my bones. You are right to worry, even if I do not.
Wow, that's an image.
I could discuss this armor all day, but...
Oh, I know. You've got a date with a symbiote. Don't let me stand in the way. Good luck out there. What do you think about Hunter's armor? Looks slick, huh?
Very slick. Venom won't know what hit him.
Stark and Strange do good work. My lucky day, huh? What?
I'm glad Tony and Steven were able to work together. It's imperative we get the Sanctum back.
During my last meditation session, my thoughts turned to you, and I wondered if you had some wisdom to offer. I steered Earth's mightiest heroes through esoteric cataclysm and mystical strife before, but now I see myself dimmed in their eyes. With the loss of the Sanctum, is it possible that I am the last Sorcerer Supreme?
All your experience makes you a stable voice in unsettling times.
Yes, I held the fate of many in my hands, but the Midnight Suns don't trust me. The Avengers fear I am so fragile that a single misplaced comment would shatter me.
Leaders cannot always see the path ahead, and I still follow you.
1 out of 3 isn't bad. None of us wields control. We can only swim through chaos, gathering what we can preserve. My ego relished being the sole calm eye in the midst of unholy tempests. Now, perhaps I find all eyes, including my own, look to you. You remind me of the Ancient One. Or perhaps I must learn the same lesson over and over.
Hey, can I ask a favor? I saw the new armor hunter. One word, slick.
Do you remember the bells, kiddo? When you were younger, I could barely keep you out of that tower. Hunter's expert...
Rest easy, Spider-Man. I have dealt with the unknowable before.
Yes, but have you ever worn clothes with their own appetite? I know symbiotic alien goop can seem like a cool idea, but take it from me. Not worth it one bit. The symbiote gets in your brain and makes you do things you'd never ordinarily do.
I am no stranger to disembodied voices whispering their desires in my mind. And I was raised in a castle filled with ghosts, cursed grimoires, and unfettered cauldron access.
The symbiote is a little more complicated than run-of-the-mill hauntings. When the goop gets hangry, it goes on a devouring spree, and its favorite snack is human beings. Midtown would be a sumptuous buffet.
Have some faith in me, Peter Parker. I will not be swayed by the suit.
Oh, I'm not worried about you. I'm worried about the wardrobe from outer space. I guess there's no other way, huh?
Only this suit can penetrate the symbiote barrier around the sanctum.
Yeah, I hear that too. What sits worse with me? The Sanctum Sanctorum is wearing a symbiote. Alien-possessed architecture gives me the extra creeps.
To stand against the forces seeking to fulfill the prophecy, we must conquer what terrors hold us from our duty. Fear holds us back. Fear makes us small.
You can't fault a scientist for voicing an abundance of caution.
I cannot. And your warning is heard, Spider-Man. I shall be alert and ready should the suit try and tempt me.
Hey, that's all I needed to hear. Hunter, I hate to say something as cliché as, "You got this." So I'll say something cheesier. I believe in you. Just be careful wearing that extraterrestrial tracksuit, Hunter. Last thing we want is for you to turn against us.
Thank you for your concern, Spider-Man.
Thanks for hearing me out, Hunter.
Perhaps, Aunt, the Spider-Man is correct.
This is not the first time we've used the weapons of the enemy to fight our enemy, and it will not be the last. But it is your decision, Hunter. You are the one wearing it.
If Spider-Man is correct, we cannot risk another symbiote falling into Lilith's hands. Once it is no longer needed, we must ensure nobody can use it ever again.
Perhaps, but who can say how long we will need it? Lilith may have an army of these creatures hidden from our sight.
If she had, she would have already sent them after us.
Do not be so hasty to drown thy books, Hunter. When we stop Lilith for good, it's prudent to remove this suit from creation. I suppose I do have a single misgiving, Hunter. If the symbiote has any unusual reactions to your collar, well, keep an eye on it, and be sure to let me know as soon as possible.
I feel like it goes without saying. If anything compromises the integrity of the collar, it is important, correct?
That is correct. Your collar and your life are intrinsically linked. We would need to mitigate any damage to save your life. Hunter, you must take extreme caution in all actions. The threads binding our reality together are inextricably bound in surprising ways. Sometimes they are stitches, other times knots or tangles. Reckless action and needless risk are the threats we must be most aware of. Now, put on your alien suit and go free the Sanctum Sanctorum of Lilith's corruption. I do not believe Spider-Man's fears to be founded, but nothing is certain. However, if he is right, I fully expect Spider-Man to be annoying about it. So don't let that happen. Remember, if your collar reacts oddly to the symbiote, alert me immediately.
I wouldn't have thought so, but it's good to hear those bells again after all this time. As hard as Sarah tried to keep you out of the tower, you've always found your way back in, just in time to wake her up at the crack of dawn.
Always on the hunt, right?